Howdy folks, welcome back to War Thunder with the mighty Jingles. Yes, War Thunder, I know. You World of Tanks fans, please don't go rushing off in horror immediately, because you might be entertained by this anyway. This may very well be the first time I have shown a War Thunder Simulator Battles aircraft match. That's Westy F430 in his Mark 9 Spitfire, taking off to defend the White Cliffs of Dover from the Hun in the sun. Now, I don't think I'd be exaggerating if I told you that this is quite possibly the single best War Thunder match I have ever seen anybody play. There were parts throughout this replay where I was quite literally jumping up and down in my seat in excitement. It is that good. But remember, it's a simulator battle, so I'm just going to shut down various UI elements that you get in the replay, but you don't get when you're actually flying the aircraft. Now, this match lasted 50 minutes. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you watch the whole 50 minutes. I did it so you don't have to. I will be editing this. There's long periods of time where there's nothing happening, but when the action heats up, holy crap, this mission, this was just amazing. Bear in mind that what you're looking at now is the perspective that Westy had all through the 50 minutes he was flying this mission. None of those UI elements that we've come to rely upon in arcade and even in realistic are there. As in realistic battles, it's all manual aiming. And the other thing with simulator battle mode is that there are absolutely no target markers. Those enemy aircraft just appear as specks off in the distance, and if you're not looking for them and constantly looking around the cockpit, and it is looking around the cockpit, there's none of this fancy third-person camera view that I can take advantage of in the replay. Westy is limited to the pilot's view throughout the whole 50 minutes that this game lasted. I'm going to be taking advantage of the replay system at various points throughout the replay, just to show you the scores, just to show you the kind of opposition that Westy's up against. I swear you are not going to believe your eyes when you see what happens in this match. It is absolutely phenomenal. Spitfire Mark 9 though, beautiful aircraft, isn't it? Used by the Royal Air Force as a sort of interim stopgap measure until they could design something better to give the Royal Air Force's fighter pilots a fighting chance against the Focke-Wulf 190 when it was introduced. It completely outclassed existing Spitfire models. It's definitely not better than the Focke-Wulf 190, and it's not quite as good, but it did at least give them a fighting chance. And yes, the enemy team have Focke-Wulf 190s. One enemy Focke-Wulf pilot in particular was just jaw-droppingly good. When you see the dogfight between Westy and this guy, I'm getting excited again. I can't wait for you to see it. It is absolutely amazing. Anyway, but you know, we've got some time to waste before that happens. Westy gaining altitude. He's made it above the cloud layer. Nice, beautiful day, clear skies. Panning his head around the cockpit, looking for trouble. Nothing spotted yet. It really is an astonishingly beautiful aircraft, isn't it? I mean, look at that. I do love the Spitfire Mark 9. It's just beautiful. So, nothing spotted yet, and keeps panning around. He's looking for the Hun in the sun. Has he spotted something? I don't know if he spotted something, but I definitely didn't. Slight confession to make. It turns out, while watching this replay, I kept seeing a speck off in the distance, right in front of his aircraft. It's actually a speck of dirt on my monitor. And I kept shouting out at the screen, Westy, he's there, he's right in front. Oh no, it's just a speck of dirt. And then I'd forget about it, and then 2 minutes later again I'd spot this speck of dirt. Oh, it's an enemy. Oh no, it's just that speck of dirt again. I eventually cleaned it off. But yeah. I know, I'm crap. Oh, there we go. He has spotted something. You see how difficult it is, and how, I mean, my eyesight is shit. It really is bad. I could never be a simulator battle war thunder pilot. Just, no, I'd be terrible. But you can see how difficult it is to actually just spot a target when you're flying in simulator battles. I mean, I've lost him. I can't see that guy anymore. He's coming in through the clouds. Checks his 6. Make sure there's nobody sneaking up on him. Now, if anybody was behind him, he's now below the clouds. They're going to have lost sight of him. And he's tracking this guy. Can't tell what it is yet. It's going to be a BF-109 or a Focke-Wulf 90 of some description. There's another one. And you're constantly thinking to yourself, well, what's to my side and what's behind me, and has he seen me? Where did he go? There he is. There. There's 2 of them. 3 of them. But at this range, I just can't tell who's who. Which ones are friendlies and which ones are enemies. I mean, what's that? Okay, yellow wingtips, that's a BF-109, just shot down by a friendly Spitfire. Is that an enemy? I don't know. I really can't tell. Oh, yeah, it's a BF-109. Okay. He's trying to slot in on his tail. Definitely BF-109. Opens fire, hits him again. Checks his 6. Follows this guy down. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? I've lost him. Looks around. That's a friendly. That's a bad guy. It's the Germans. Gets the Germans. Checks his 6 again. That's another friendly. Oh, that's not good. Friendly Spitfire. Got a bad guy on his tail. He goes high. Loops over. He's trying to slot in on the bandit who's latched onto the tail of the Spitfire, who is engaging the original aircraft. The Spitfire's hit. He's going down. Now, I couldn't tell because I've turned the battle messages off just to give you an idea of exactly what Westy was having to deal with. I could not tell whether or not that Spitfire actually... Oh shit, he's hit. He's hit pretty bad. Oh crap. Oh, this is not good. He's leaking coolant. His engine's going to start overheating before too long. Watch how he evades. What I was actually trying to say there before Westy got hit was that because I'd turned the battle messages off, I couldn't actually tell whether or not Westy's wingman had managed to nail the guy that he was chasing down before the bandit latched onto his tail and Westy tried to deal with him. Look at this. Just look at this. Watch this. Look at how low he's flying. Don't look at... No! What are you doing? I can't... No! Watch what you're doing! Watch what you're doing! Look at how low it... Holy shit, man. Look at this flying! It's unbelievable. I wouldn't dare take my eyes away from steering the aircraft. But he's like, this is easy, no problem. He's just sailing between those trees and not even looking where he's going as he pans the view around, trying to see whether or not he's being pursued. It is just unbelievable. Well, he's taken this thing back to land it and rearm it. But look at this. There's only 2 of them left. And there are 10 enemy aircraft. When I told you that he had to fight against unbelievable odds, this is what I was talking about. 2 against 10. They're outnumbered 5-1. Oh my god, look at that. Look at all of those aircraft. That is just ridiculous. This is the kind of mountain that Westy has to climb in order to win this game. Do you think he can do it? Don't want to spoil the ending. It is pretty epic. But yeah, it looks like he's managed to shake his pursuers. And look at the damage that the airframe of this aircraft has sustained. That's just nasty. So he's taken it back to land it, repair it, and rearm it. And he's going to need a lot of ammunition to take down 10 enemy aircraft. Although, well, he's not going to have to do it alone. There is another Spitfire on his team who's all alone over there against 10 enemy aircraft. Have a look at the map. He's still got some distance to go before he makes it back to the airfield. 2 against 10, I mean, come on. 2 against 10 in arcade would be tough. 2 against 10 in simulator? Are you joking? Sadly, no, we're not joking. That's pretty much what he has to do. Well, actually, no, that's not what he has to do. He's going to have to do 1 against 10. Oh, no, that's not good. Look down there. Battle message. 2 of them have crashed. Yep, now he's alone. Oh, that was probably a mid-air collision if both of them crashed at the same time. So, it's Westy in the Mark 9 Spitfire against 9 enemy aircraft. So this is going to be fun. Now, where's that airfield? He seems to have been able to shake his pursuers, which is good. And what he was doing, the reason why he dived this low was because, well, as you could see during the dogfight, it's very, very, very easy. Oh, flak. That's a bad, bad sign. That's not good. Where's the bad guy? Flak's firing at somebody. I mean, you know, the anti-aircraft guns don't open up for no reason. But I didn't see anybody. And he's having a good look around, and he doesn't seem to be able to see anybody either, and the flak's died off, so... Well, whoever it was, they've obviously decided, and it's perfectly sensible, that if it's 9 against 1, why take the risk of getting shot down by airfield anti-aircraft guns? Just let him land, let him repair his aircraft, let him rearm his aircraft, and get him when he comes up again. There's 9 of you against 1 of him. Absolutely no sense in taking the risk of getting nailed by anti-aircraft guns. So he puts this thing down, uses the recoil from his guns to slow himself down. It's wobbling all over the place. Don't forget, simulator battles. This isn't as easy. I mean, God, you've seen what my landings are like, and that's in arcade and realistic. I couldn't do this in simulator. I don't know if his rudder's damaged though. No, he's actually using the rudder, but oh, a lot of torque generated by that Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, and nearly flips the thing over despite using the rudder. But anyway, he's down. He's made it. So soft landing. He's repaired. He's landed a damaged aircraft. Now we just wait for him to repair, rearm, and then all he has to do is take it up against 9 enemy aircraft. So yeah, easy. Piece of cake. Anybody could do it. And I bet there's going to be somebody in the comments saying, oh, well, that wasn't impressive. You shut up. So, here we go. Fires up that Merlin. I must say, I'm very impressed with the work that they've done. Oh, hello, what's he doing here? I keep doing that, don't I? I keep saying something and then getting sidetracked. Ah. Oh, that's quite clever. He suspects that there's somebody loitering just outside of anti-aircraft gun range down at the other end of his airstrip. So he's not using the airstrip, he's actually heading off in the other direction. I didn't see that one coming. Well, yeah, and you know what, that again makes perfect sense. If somebody is just hanging around over at the other end of the airfield, a kilometre or 2 away, and just waiting for him to get airborne again, then it makes absolutely perfect sense to not take off in that direction. So, yeah, good thinking. He's a sneaky bugger, isn't he? But anyway, yes, as I kept saying, I keep starting to say things and then getting completely sidetracked and forgetting where I was. When you saw him, after he took those hits, and then he put this thing into a dive and then went treetop skimming all the way back to his friendly airfield. The reason he did that was because, well, when you saw when he was getting involved in that dogfight with the BF-109s, as soon it's not easy to spot targets. It's relatively easy to pick out a speck in the sky silhouetted against the clouds, but as soon as they drop below the horizon, it becomes much, much harder to spot them in all the ground clutter. So that's why he was diving at low altitude and skimming treetops all the way back to the airfield, just making it much, much harder for the enemy aircraft to spot him and be able to pursue him. And it worked, because he managed to shake his pursuers, he made it back, he's landed, he's repaired, he's back up in the air. He has a fighting chance, just him against 9 enemy aircraft. So we're cheating slightly here. I've got the map up, we've got the combat messages up, and you can see what he's doing. Instead of just flying straight from the airfield towards the nearest likely source of enemy aircraft activity, he's skirting the battlefield all the way around to the west, and he's heading due south from here, while still keeping an eye open. He's approaching the cloud layer now. Now, the objective, I believe the objective of this simulator battle is to prevent the Germans from capturing the town of Deal, and you can see that big cluster of blue over on the eastern end of the map. You can also see some flashing red targets. Those are enemy ground forces which have been landed and are pushing on the town. So the ground forces, if they're left to their own devices, can capture the town. So we need to prevent that. Good look around. Getting into the clouds is a kind of double-edged sword. I mean, look at the visibility. There's the enemy airfield. Now, he doesn't want to get too close to the enemy airfield, because if it starts opening up at him without the aircraft fire, even if it doesn't hit him, it's going to tell the enemy pilots where he is. All they have to do is follow the anti-aircraft fire. At the same time, look at this. It's like flying in fog. You can't see a thing. So, you know, double-edged sword. Yep, they're not going to see him coming, but he's not going to be able to spot them either. So he's trying to skim just the lower level of the cloud layer in order to give him a fighting chance of spotting any enemy aircraft at a lower altitude than him, while still trying to remain undetected, and I cannot see a single target. Now, it's not just the anti-aircraft guns on the airfield that he has to worry about. There are enemy destroyers along the coast. I don't see anybody on the airstrip. Nobody behind him. Look at this visibility. It's absolutely terrible. Was that some anti-aircraft fire? Or was that just a... Oh, yeah, that is anti-aircraft fire. Okay, well, he's been made. If any of the enemy pilots are paying any attention, they'll see that flak going up and they'll know that he's around here somewhere. Even if they can't see him in the clouds, they'll know more or less where he is. Is that a... I can't even see what he's looking at. Flak's coming up. There's destroyers in the harbour there are shooting at him. Is that a bad guy? Tell me he's seen a bad guy. I can't see it. Has he seen? Yes, there it is. Oh, he's got him. Yes. Fantastic. Nice kill. Well, if they didn't know he was there before, they definitely know he's there now. So that's one less to worry about. Oh, check the combat message. One of them has been shot down by AAA. That guy was... he was trying to farm kills on anti-aircraft guns. That's a bad idea. Okay, so that's two less for him to worry about. Now, well, now the odds are just horrific rather than impossible. So, yeah. Okay. Visibility. And he's climbed into the clouds again because they're clearly going to know where he was by... well, not just the fact that flak was shooting at him, but also that he just nailed a BF-109. So again, he's up in the clouds, and look at this. It's like flying through fog. Now, where's he going to pop out? Where's he heading? He's out over the ocean. Well, the English Channel, and he's heading. He's bypassing that big concentration of enemy forces where they've captured that airfield just on the coastline. And he's heading up towards, I think it's the town of Deal. That's where the ground battle is going on. Enemy tanks and ground forces are trying to capture that town. And it's not looking too good. One other thing that I was saying earlier, before something momentous happened and I got sidetracked again, was to do with the sound effects in War Thunder. They did a lot of work on the sound effects in a recent patch, and particularly the weapon sounds do sound a hell of a lot better, but they still just haven't really managed to nail the roar of that Merlin engine. I mean, I've heard a real Merlin engine, and it doesn't sound like this. I mean, this is alright, but that's not what a Merlin sounds like. Oh, and while I was babbling on about the sound effects, one of the enemy pilots has crashed, so that's one less for him to worry about. So how many is that now? 7? I think it's about 7. Well, let's think. It might be 6. It was 9 against 1. He shot one down. One of them crashed. One of them got taken out by AAA. So, yeah, it's 6 against 1 now. So he still has 6 targets to find and kill in order to win this game. Easy. Okay. Still can't see a thing here. He's basically having a flying instruments, just using his map and his altimeter. He's going to break through the clouds soon, with any luck. He's right. There it is. There's the town. Now, eyes on a swivel. Look for targets. What do we got? Don't see anything. Is that... No. I thought I saw something out over the ocean, but it was the wake of a destroyer that just opened up at him with anti-aircraft guns. Don't see anything. And again, he's just skimming the bottom of the cloud layer. Look at that view, though. It's all too easy to forget just how astonishingly good-looking this game is. Of course, well, he's basically having the same problem that his pursuers were having when he took that hit earlier on. He's trying to identify tiny specks against all that ground clutter, and it is not easy. Where are they? Where are the Germans? Well, there doesn't seem to be anybody over the friendly town. And look at the ticker counter at the top of the screen. There's not a lot left in it. Radar station on the coast over there. Scanning around, checking his 6. Checks his 6 a lot. Very, very good habit to have. He's down at low altitude again. And... bad guy. There. Do you see him? Question is, has the bad guy seen him? I guess we'll soon find out. Can't tell what it is at this range. I've only seen one of them though. There, do you see him? Just above the tree line. Over to the right. He's heading off to the right. And crap, here comes the anti-aircraft fire. Can do without that. It's going to give his position away. Oh, there's another one below him! Whoa, did not see... Westy saw him, I didn't see him. Okay. Wow. You see what I mean? Head on a swivel. Okay. And it's a BF-109. I think. And he definitely knows Westy's there. Oh, he's hit him. He's hit him. Come on. Come on, Westy. You can do it. He's hit him again. Oh, yeah. Kiss your wing goodbye. How'd you like that, Fritz? Okay, sweet. So, now there's only 5 of them left. They probably starting to sweat a little bit at this point. I mean, there were 9 against 1 at one stage, and now there's 5 of them, and still, Westy's flying. Has he picked up a pursuer? He's going evasive, but I don't actually see anything following him. Oh! There's another one. Again, do you see him? Just above the tree line. He's dropped below the level of the trees at the moment. There he is. And he's not shooting. He must be out of ammo. He must be returning to rearm. Oh, Westy. Oh, Westy. Handle him roughly, Westy. Go on, Westy. Have him. What the hell is that? It doesn't look like a BF-109. It's definitely not a Focke-Wulf 190. He's going high. It looks Russian. Oh, it might be the captured Yak-1. That's probably what it is. Again, he's going high. I'll take my chances in a Spitfire Mark 9 against a Yak 1 any day of the week. Yeah, there it is. And yep, it was a captured Yak 1. So, another one. Now one of the scores. You know what? I've lost track. I can't remember. Substantially better than it was when he took off, and there was 9 of them up against him. Again, he's checking around, not convinced that Yak was alone. Let's have a quick look. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them left. Oh, so he's only outnumbered 4 to 1. Easy. I've had worse. Oh, did I just see something over there? Yep, there's another one out there over the mouth of the harbour. Oh well. Still 4 aircraft to kill. Come on, Westy, stop slacking. And he appears to think he's got enough ammunition, he's going to go for it, and it looks, I'm not sure, but it looked, yep, that's a BF-109 judged by the wingtips. Okay. Come on. Again, not convinced that he's alone, I'm not taking it for granted. Where did he go? There he is. He's up high. Again, constantly checking his 6, just in case this guy's got a wingman he hasn't seen. He knows he doesn't have the speed to catch the BF-109 in the climb, so watch this. Just watch this. This is, I mean, I even know what's happening, right? Because I've seen this once already, and I'm still sitting on the edge of my seat. Get a load of this. Yep, didn't happen that time. BF-109 pulls up, converts that speed into altitude again. Westy, already at altitude, swings it around. Watch this. Again, keeps checking his 6. Check out this for deflection shooting. First shot, takes out his left aileron, puts him into a spin, and then takes out his right aileron. There is absolutely no way that BF-109 is recovering from that with both his ailerons shot out. That is a kill. Look at that. Just completely out of control. And in fact, there he goes. The BF-109 pilot even knows that it's game over. He's just bailed out. There is absolutely no way you're recovering from that kind of uncontrollable spin with your controls shot out. And that is another one. Is that another 2? Oh, this is not good. There's 1. That's definitely 1. And what is it? Is it the Focke-Wulf 190? I just can't tell at this range. Westy checking his 6 again. His airspeed's not good. He's now below 200 kilometers per hour. He's opening up. Did he hit him? I don't think he hit him. Checking his 6 once again. He's not going to catch that guy at altitude. His airspeed is critical. He's going to stall it. He's going to stall it. Oh, he stalled it. It's the Focke-Wulf 190. Look at that flat spin. Look at that. But wait for it. Wait for it. He's recovered. That was some exceptional flying. And it is the Focke-Wulf 190. This guy was good. I mean, this was a real clash of the Titans. This Focke-Wulf, look at this. And he's put it into a flat spin again. He's doing it on purpose. Look at that. Instant recovery. Throws it into a spin in order to get behind Westy's Spitfire. And instant recovery. He's done it twice now. This guy is good. Unbelievable flying from these two. Westy checking his 6 once again. He's determined to nail this Focke-Wulf. But don't forget, the Focke-Wulf 190 is the aircraft that the Mark 9 Spitfire was designed to fight. Unfortunately, the Mark 9 Spitfire still wasn't quite as good as the Focke-Wulf 190. However, the Focke-Wulf 190's advantages all lay at altitude. Down at ground level like this, it's a much more even fight. I think. I am far from an expert on the subject matter. But the Focke-Wulf 190 was a high altitude fighter and interceptor. It's definitely not going to be at its best all the way down here. Now, he's chasing him. And there is somebody on his tail. The Mark 9 Spitfire was quick, but it wasn't as fast as the Focke-Wulf 190. Again, you know, I realise a lot of you out there think I know absolutely everything about all different kinds of aircraft. I really don't. I really don't know what the low altitude performance of these two aircraft was like, but I know that it's not going to be as one-sided a battle as if he was trying to fight the Focke-Wulf 190 at high altitude. But this guy's trying to drag and bait him so that his wingman can get him. It's the first proper bit of teamwork we've actually seen from the enemy team, and I don't think Westy likes this situation one little bit. It's not exactly an ideal situation to be in. 2 on 1. One of them's a Focke-Wulf 190 and you're in a Mark 9 Spitfire, so you think, screw this, he's playing into their hands. Instead, he turns the tables on his pursuer, the Bf-109. Of course, the Focke-Wulf 190 is going to be aware that he's no longer being pursued, and Westy is only making him think he's trying to turn the tables on the Bf-109. Here comes the Focke-Wulf. And watch this. This is just awesome. This is the guy that likes to put his aircraft into a flat spin in order to get himself behind Westy's fighter. Watch this. What's this? Yeah, we're not going to fall for that one 3 times. Nice try, pal. He's got him. Fantastic. And now the Bf-109 is thinking, well, shit. Westy does not have a lot of ammunition left, however. Come on, Westy, you can do it. The question is, how much ammunition does he have left? He's killed a lot of aircraft. Come on, Westy, you can... Oh, crap. He's down to machine guns. 7.7... Oh, you beauty! His Hispanos ran dry, and he managed to get an engine hit with his 7.7 mils. That guy's just leaking oil everywhere. That's going to be an overheated engine. Checks his 6 once again. Oh, yeah, careful, Westy, careful. Careful, son. I mean, I know you like to check what's behind you, but, you know, keep your eye on the ball. That was so close. Question is, has he done enough damage to finish off that Bf-109? And I don't think, well, he's going to have to hope he has, because I'm pretty sure he's just run out of ammunition. He's not pursuing him. So, oh, Westy, Westy, Westy. I mean, he's done bloody well. I mean, there was some absolutely exceptional flying and shooting. Is that... He's in the trees. Has he gone down? Has he got him? I can't see him anymore. He's not... Oh, there it is! Yes! Get in there, you beauty! He's done it! How many are left? Well, according to that, it's 2, but the guy at the top of the list is the one that he just shot down, so there's only 1 left. He's just making it look easy. Well, anyway, he's out of ammunition now, so he's going to have to take a quick detour back to the airfield once again, top his guns off, and then throw this old crate back into the sky and find the last surviving member of the enemy team, who must be sweating bullets by now. So we're going to skip ahead, and we're going to join him when he finally locates that last surviving enemy fighter. And, you know, actually at this point I have a confession to make. I was actually feeling quite pleased with myself while editing this video, thinking, oh, I've been really professional so far, I haven't gotten anything wrong. Well, yeah, except for the name of the bloody pilot. I've been calling him Westy for some bizarre reason this entire video. His name's Righty F430. So, Righty, please accept my most profound apologies. I've actually given you your moment of glory on YouTube and got your name wrong for more than half of the video. Oops. Oh, Jingles, you're crap. Yes, I am. Well, anyway, sometime later, Righty has just found himself. There he is. Do you see him? He's just found the last enemy fighter. Bf-109. I think it's a G2. Now, I'm pretty sure that G2 has no idea where Righty is. I'm still tempted to call him Westy. God, I'm so sorry. Because, well, you'll notice every time righty checks behind him, and there again, the one place that you can't see is below and to the rear of your aircraft. And west. I nearly did it again. Oh, I'm so bad. Righty is below and to the rear of that G2. So, well, he's going to be chasing him for quite some time because the guy is higher and he's a hell of a distance away, and he's also in a faster aircraft. So we're going to skip ahead to when righty first actually starts to make an engagement on this guy. Nearly 4 minutes later, righty has finally managed to close the distance on this guy, but it's almost as if this guy isn't even aware that righty is on his tail. He doesn't have much of a shot here, and the range isn't fantastic, so he initially starts by opening up with his 7.7mm machine guns. Now, I'm not convinced, until righty actually starts scoring hits on this guy, I'm not convinced he was even aware that righty was here. And he's there. I mean, he's hitting him now. This guy has to know that there's a Spitfire on his tail. But he doesn't do anything. Well, he certainly doesn't panic about it. He's in a faster aircraft, so all he's really doing is flying. He's just opening the distance, and right, you can't catch him. He's well outside of effective firing range now, and he's not doing anything. You know, he's just not panicking at all. So it's quite some cool play on behalf of the BF-109 G2 pilot. He's opening the distance. At first I thought maybe he's leading him over the airfield. He's certainly heading in that direction. And righty is going to have to start worrying about the anti-aircraft fire before too long. And then the BF-109 pilot does something equally smart. It isn't going to take too long. Here comes the flak. There he is. He's going into the clouds. So he's opened the distance until he was quite positive that righty wasn't going to be able to score a lucky hit on him. And then he just pulled the nose up in the clouds. Righty's lost him. Now that does of course work both ways, because while righty can't see the BF-109, the BF-109 is going to have a hard time keeping track of righty as well. But you have to count on the guy, and righty, again, scanning all around him. You've got to count on this guy trying to get around. And I keep looking behind and seeing these puffs of flak, and I keep thinking, oh, he's behind you. No, it's just flak. So righty has no idea where the guy is. He doesn't have visual contact with him at all, but he's anticipating that when he went vertical, he popped up into the clouds, broke line of sight, then flipped over, pulled an Immelman turn. Well, I don't know if he pulled an Immelman turn, but he's basically reversed the situation. He's headed back out over the ocean. He's going to drop down and try to come up behind righty's Spitfire. And so that's why he's scanning in this direction. And yep, you see him. Tiny little speck out there over the ocean. That was a good play from the BF-109 pilot. But righty is not falling for that trick. Here he comes. He's climbing. He's climbing. He's climbing. He's inverted. He's shooting. He's missed by a country mile. Some absolutely... It's not just righty's flying and his shooting. It's the way he reads the flow of the battle. And he's managed to get on his tail. And he's in a Spitfire. That guy's got to be cursing. I mean, he pretty much did everything right, but righty is just that much better than he is. Come on, righty. Do it for Queen and Country. This is the last one. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. He's got him. Yes. Pilot kill. Oh, you absolute legend. Look at that. Went up against 9 aircraft. Killed 7 of them. Won the match. Absolutely fantastic, and a real privilege to watch. Just I've never seen a game like that. Absolutely amazing. So, Righty F430, despite getting your name wrong for most of this video and only realising when it was far too late to go back and re-record all the commentary, I hope you'll accept my apologies and take this YouTube video as way of compensation for celebrating your amazing achievement in War Thunder simulator battles. I mean, no offence, I've seen some fantastic pilots playing War Thunder in simulator and realistic. You know, Bismarck, Ram JB, they're both amazing, but that really takes the biscuit. That was just a privilege to watch. Thank you so much for sending that replay in, and I hope you guys will agree that was one spectacular example of flying, fighting and situational awareness from Righty F430 in the Mark 9 Spitfire War Thunder simulator battles. Take care folks, and I'll catch you next time.